Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating, hardworking, and absolutely vital organs in our entire body, the human liver. We're going to map out exactly what this incredible organ is all about and how it impacts our realistic day-to-day health.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with an introduction to the liver, figure out exactly where it is, look at its parts, see what it actually does, and finally, talk about keeping it healthy.
All right, Section 1. Introduction to the liver, our body's essential organ.
So, to truly understand this powerhouse, we first need to ask a pretty basic question: where exactly is the liver located in our body? Knowing where it sits is kind of step one to grasping how it works, in reality alongside everything else.
Which brings us to Section 2. Where is the liver? Let's pinpoint that location.
Okay, so it's located in the upper right part of the abdomen. Literally, if you take your hand right now and place it just below your ribs on the right side of your belly, yep, you're hovering right over it. It's pretty wild to think that such a critical component of our survival is just sitting right there, quietly working around the clock. And get this, it's actually one of the largest internal organs in the entire human body. It takes up a massive amount of real estate in that upper right abdomen, and for good reason. An organ with this many responsibilities simply needs the physical mass to process everything we throw at it.
So, knowing it's this absolute unit of an organ, what does the liver actually look like? And what are its specific parts? Let's zoom in a bit and check out its structure.
Section 3. Parts of the liver, understanding its structure.
In reality, the liver is primarily divided into two main sections. You've got the right lobe and the left lobe. That's the core biological architecture right there. Think of it as a massive two-part powerhouse. Breaking it down into just those two distinct halves makes it super easy to picture, doesn't it?
Now, because things are pretty crowded in that part of the body, a super common question pops up. Is the gallbladder also a part of the liver? Honestly, they're so close together in both function and location that it's a totally fair mix-up. But the definitive answer is no. The gallbladder is a small, completely separate organ nestled right underneath the liver. Sure, they're best friends when it comes to digestion, but structurally speaking, the liver is strictly just those right and left lobes we just talked about.
Okay, we've got the location down, and we know its massive two-lobed structure. But an organ this big doesn't just sit there. What exactly does the liver do? Let's look at the real-world biological functions keeping us alive.
Moving to Section 4. What the liver does, the body's processing plant.
The liver basically has three massive jobs. First, it processes nutrients from our food, breaking things down so our body can actually absorb and use them. Second, it's like a built-in battery, storing energy so you have fuel exactly when you need it, like between meals or during a workout. And third, it operates as a heavy-duty cleaning plant. It literally filters out harmful stuff from your blood before it can even circulate. So it's feeding you, fueling you, and detoxifying you all at the exact same time. How cool is that?
When you realize this one organ is pulling triple duty as a processing plant, a fuel tank, and a blood filter, the next obvious question is, how can we protect this incredibly hardworking organ in our daily lives? We've got to bridge this science with our everyday habits.
Which leads us to Section 5. Keeping your liver healthy. Daily habits for a strong liver.
Protecting it actually comes down to some really realistic, everyday choices. Eat a healthy diet packed with veggies and fruits to give it the raw materials it needs. Drink plenty of water. That is absolutely crucial for supporting that blood cleaning process we talked about. And, avoid pounding unhealthy junk foods, which just forces the liver into overdrive. Simple, realistic choices are your best defense here.
So to bring it all together, your liver is tucked up there in the upper right abdomen, is split into two main lobes, and it is absolutely vital for processing your nutrients, storing your energy, and keeping your blood clean.
Armed with everything we just learned about how hard this powerhouse works for you every single second, what healthy, realistic choice are you going to make today to protect your liver? Maybe go grab a glass of water right now or reach for an apple. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer and taking care of your body's ultimate processing plant.